Hey, how's it going? Originally, I was gonna play more Arkham City, but I saw that Vampyr was added to Game Pass, and it's made by Don't Not, who or is the developer who made Life is Strange, which is one of my favorite games. So I decided to give this game a shot. I've heard it's severely underrated. Other than that, I don't know anything about the game. This is gonna be all new to me. Alright, good to know. I won't try to cure any disease with any recipes shown in it. Sounds good. Take responsibility for your action. Alright, let me just make sure. Oh, language and subtitles. Yeah. Video, I'll jump to brightness. Now, I don't know how good or bad this game is going to be. The only experience I have with this development team is Life is Strange, which is a vastly different game. We'll just have to see where it goes. Story, normal, hard. Ooh. Normal, probably. More lives you take, the easier the game will. Well. Also, I changed some settings on my mic. I, like, added some filters and stuff to block out any background noise because I know my computer fan is heard pretty clearly in the background in a lot of my streams. So I added some filters. I don't really know how it sounds. So if it's good or bad, just let me know.
12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
Okay. That was an intro. As well do the Outlast bit. Follow the blood. And he is not looking too hot.
Thirsty. So thirsty.
Yeah, her name's Jonathan. I don't want to kill this person. What? We know this person?
My sweet brother. What have you done?
Mary! Oh, no! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on! Oh, God. Oh, no. Mary. Mary.
Well, that's a bit of a bummer.
No, no.
Oh.
This horror. It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain!
Oh, God.
These patrols are after me. No! No! Don't shoot!
Hold on, I just learned I was a vampire.
I need to get
I'm
out
going
of
through
here.
a lot right now.
This can't be happening.
Nope.
No, please, stop! I mean you no harm.
I made an accident. Made a mistake.
What's going on? Oh, Mary. What have I
I
done?
haven't had my coffee today.
What's all this about?
Ooh, a knife.
Shit, where'd it come?
Press X.
Now, I can defend myself.
Ooh.
Kill that thing!
I just saw him T-pose.
you?
Hold on, let
Stay
me...
back! Sorry, but you left me no choice.
Sorry. Get in? I don't... It's getting caught.
Who are you? Stupid beast! Sorry.
Just kill someone. Sorry. Are you gonna fight me?
No, please, stop!
Oh God, bullets.
That's what you do with leeches. Who are you? Oh, Christ! What do you want? I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech!
I mean you no harm after he's killed like 5 people.
Listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's... I'll do the rest of the job. Just
Okay, so they're aware of vampires.
The sun
Looks like fire will
feels like it's burning me to the
deal
bone.
aggravated damage that reduces your maximum health gain. Ooh.
I need to find somewhere to hide.
Oh God.
Let me go!
I like the lock-on feature.
I need to find shelter.
Well, that doesn't really look like shelter, but I guess it'll do.
Is anybody there? What is this place? The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
The place seems abandoned, but there's a keep out sign. I would assume someone was here.
Brother, what have you done?
Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
How do I get health back? Shillings. Alright, that's just collectible. Worry too much about the. Ooh. Oh my god.
Wait, this one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve. That's impossible.
Okay. Well, I got a lot of questions. Hopefully the game will answer them. Ooh, a bottle of...
Dreams for the Red Queen that sleeps under crown of stone, that she might linger longer, her eyes as white as snow.
Who goes there?
A prayer summoned by warrior song. A child born from darkness must take scent of his power.
Who's there? Are you referring to me? No! No! I still have so much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
So, I was bit by a vampire. I died, I assume? Came back as a vampire? Does that mean Mary will come back as a vampire, or was that like a special kind of vampire? Ooh.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No! There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing.
Okay. So no, I assume I died during that fight, so it wasn't the
It
vampire
never got easy.
that killed me. I assume the vampire bit me a while ago. So I was infected, so when I died, I came back. Yikes. That's depressing. Gonna use this random person's bed. Body's right there.
This makes no sense. None of it.
I agree.
No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it. So be it.
Why not go for the head?
Rational thinking only.
I wonder if I didn't hit Y, if something else would have happened. Oh, that's a bummer.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Madness it is, as mad as the moon, who tames blinding sunlight into a glowing reflection.
Okay. Ooh. Drain your own blood to heal normal and aggravated damage instantly. What's the point of my own blood? Strange strike. Cut through all living creatures in front of you. Throw a spear made of blood. Place a cloud of shadows at the target's feet or yours. The cloud will explode over a short time, causing havoc. I don't like the spear. I'm more of a medium to long person. 1,000. Firm. Wow, I feel like I just leveled up.
That voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
Ooh. Oh shit.
Where is it? It's closed.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Here's the leech. Here!
No. What the fuck?
My head's spinning.
Like, Dishonored.
Oi! Come out, you coward!
Is it?
It's locked.
Okay, fair enough.
Clever fucking beast!
Is that another knife? Offhand weapons can be used by pressing Y. They have attacks with special effects and consume stamina. Offhand weapon. I got the key for there.
It's locked, all right.
I thought I did. Got a key. Oh.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End. Go back home.
Why do you use your stake to inflict stun damage? Stunned enemy can be bitten.
Vermin! There's one of them vermin!
Biting an enemy provides you with blood to heals and refills health gauge.
A strength I never knew I had.
Press RB to unleash Vampyr skill. Where'd these people go? Oh, are they climbing up? Holy shit.
Every sinew, every fiber of my being is afire.
What's my LB do? Oh my god. Oh god.
My strength. My reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
Okay, right, my LB is use blood to regain health. So blood's basically like, I don't want to say like your Magicka bar, Skyrim, but kinda. How fast does your stamina recharge? Ooh. Pretty fast. What we got? King Country needs you. Join the British and help the brave lads at the front. Okay, so we're in... What year is it?
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you.
Can't really blame you for that.
For what
one.
happened to us.
Ooh, multiple pads. Have a key? Ooh,
This is despicable.
yuck. Might as well, though.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Pretty sure they said killing more makes combat easier. It looks like I can't do that freely. It only is like an option when the
Dizziness
game.
from the jump. I can now control it.
That's literally just changed what I... Maybe not. Okay. Got anything here? Money. I'm gonna try not to run all that much. That's really cool that they give you rats to feed on.
Thirst for blood.
That's pretty interesting. Like little bits of free blood. Sounds gross because it is, but you know.
What will London have to say to me? I've so many questions unanswered.
I wonder how big this game is, like scale-wise. I'm in London, but how much of London is actually being represented? Is it open world or very linear? A lot of questions.
Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum? The man has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant.
Ooh.
Fresh blood. The smell is so strong.
Yeah, 1 second. If you've watched my previous gameplays, shit like that, you know I like to explore. Now let's do this the fun way. There's stairs right there, but who cares? Yeah, that's the way to do it. Unnecessary, but fun.
Something dire must have come about.
Ooh, I can actually go in here. Never mind. That way, the way I want to go, so
There is no one in sight.
look this way. That's a good point. There is no one around. Oh god, is this like legitimately an open world? Oh, I don't know if I want to explore that yet. Rather,
There's nobody here.
can't enter because the house is empty. I feel like that would give me a reason to be able to enter. I mean, I entered the house where the
Where has everyone gone?
2 bodies were. Oop, 1 second. Your baby. Hideout is available in this district. Check it on your map to locate it. Check it on my map. Ooh, this reminds me of like Left 4 Dead door. You can spend your energy while resting or craft items at the workbench. What can I craft? On a workbench, you can craft medical treatments, serums, and weapon upgrades. Oh, I actually do have a gun. Okay, ingredients. Those are the ingredients I need. Common handle part and lead plate. Upgrade this. Or lead stick. Not yet. Ooh, I need trigger parts. Okay. This is where I don't really have enough XP spending yet. There we go. Coming in. 2 out of 3. Okay. What's this? Fuck. I can't do anything with that yet. Anything upstairs? No, definitely. Alright, well, let's follow the trail now.
At last, a little life.
Yeah, right? Finally. See someone.
Welcome, sir, to the Turquoise Turtle.
I think drink no longer stirs me.
Speak with the local.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
You look like Gail Bedecker.
I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
Ooh, speech option. Yeah, I kind of want to know what's going on.
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Sewer dog.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman.
Bogey.
Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
Alright.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
I like our guy isn't a dick. Oh, obviously, always ask the bartender. Bartender always knows everything.
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well,
Grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about
you
the
know, you're the
murders?
second person that told me that.
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
He leads probably the sewer dog.
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Ah, Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
What is this place? It's a bar.
Where am I? Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of light in this dangerous part of town.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
I like this guy. It's very kind.
Aren't you scared?
I had every intention
All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets.
to come in here and
I
kill
never go
everybody.
outside.
But this guy, I think he just saved all of them. Even if I'm allowed to kill everyone. Oh.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite.
Said he was rude.
A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
Mungsy.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
But he said a week.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business. You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
You know, I was gonna start some stuff, but you are a very nice person, so I'm gonna you guys be. Get anything?
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Are you all right?
Nope.
Is there any way I can help you?
I don't
Probably
know.
not.
Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom then.
Sounds so lonely.
He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
Yeah, I just want to talk.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course.
Okay,
I mean,
she doesn't want to talk to me.
I best check on them.
I'm just gonna leave.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
I don't want to bother her. She clearly does not like me. Can I go back here? Is this... Can I go back here?
Are they stupid or something?
It's a good thing you cannot see me now, Mum.
I killed I want to just test it.
I think I'm losing my mind.
There's
I
gotta
should
be
just run as
something
far away from this
you
place as I can.
bullshit mess.
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Fair enough.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you?
God.
I mean you no harm. Say it, the vampire. Present yourself. I need a word. Would anyone?
Well, that's something I can do for you.
Okay, so the woman he was talking to was definitely a vampire. Unknown.
And who might you be?
Ooh. Dr. Edgar Swansea. Blood quality 6,000. Ooh. All people. That looks like a modern day ranger hat. You. No, this guy was nice enough to. Because this have.
I'm not sure that I know anymore.
Might I at least learn the reason of your presence?
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
You seem the expert. How would that be?
I have my secrets, as you have yours.
Fair enough.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I am performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
Look, I'm trying to work with you.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docks have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
Yeah, what is the brother?
And what exactly is this brother?
Of steel.
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
Do we anything new from all? Okay, help me.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
Answer.
I followed a trail.
Freaking out, dude.
The scent of
I just
blood
woke up from
a
the
recent
dead.
victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
Sure. Kind of seems like it. So, yeah, fuck it.
A shadow, indeed. Yet I heard his voice in my head. There was a moment I believed I was mad.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
No, you might as well ask for help.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
Answers, for the most part.
I will at last have the answers to my questions.
Then I'll sort of go off of that.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
Well, this guy doesn't clearly hunt vampires, so I kind of automatically trust him. This stealing? No.
Are they stupid or something? I've never even been to India.
Have anything more to say?
Go hunt your shadow.
Giving me a laugh.
It's locked.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight.
There's gotta be something.
Someone must know something.
Okay. Sabrina. You weren't very cooperative.
Evening,
I'll
sir.
try you again.
Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
Yeah, I kind of want the...
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight, and I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk, as usual. But my God, his eyes. His face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
Yikes. Okay.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the cannon factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing
I love
if
being
not
up on
loyal.
the camera.
After Will lost his job, he offered him one
Try
ear.
not to, because
They
it
used to
can
be
probably
good
get
mates.
annoying, but
But recently, well,
I need to fit.
Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
Citizen hints you discovered a hint. Feels good about citizen. Damn, Tom. Half good blood quality? I have no idea what that means. Oh, a blood quality bar indicates it. Okay. Vampire, you need human blood to evolve. And to increase the amount of common bishop. Wow, so the guy upstairs, Edgar, I think, had pretty good blood. So this is sort of where the issue comes in. Where I like these people. Don't want to kill them though. But I would like to level up. Don't have great. Dyson. %. I mean, this guy is fatigued, so he has less quality. Even still, 30%, 350. Not great anyway. This eye health?
I think drink no longer.
Okay, Tom. Need you to be honest.
Back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
As a vampire, you can force a citizen to reveal information thanks to a hint you have discovered. I feel like I don't necessarily have to be a vampire to use evidence against someone.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Why lie to me?
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
Who is he?
William. Just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
Dangerous. I mean, Sabrina said he was a nice guy, but he's aggressive.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. He can barely stand up most of the time.
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
Will do.
I hope I live long enough to see them wet boot boys get what's coming to them.
I really want to save and try to kill someone. I don't really know if I'm about to straight up kill someone.
Done to get out of this bullshit mess.
I think I'm losing my mind.
But these guys all seem pretty nice.
I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
I'd rather not me kill people.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me? To this city?
What is this? What year is it? Did they tell me what year it was? Inspect them.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood. What's this?
Note first, I guess.
Some sort of note.
October 30th. Ooh, day before Halloween. Object, multiple deaths, docks, nasty. Hit the piece. Vampire is very violent. Approach with caution. No we lack menace. Don't send. If I'm correct, we've got a frenzied one killing each. Always search abandoned places first, like old houses, basements, or warehouses. Destroy the leech. Okay, so it seems like vampires can go crazy.
These men, they're a company of professional vampire hunters.
Examine wound.
This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Hold on. I'm sure we got everything. Man, that's really cool. That is. Ooh. Oh, I'm moving. Ranged ones. Stunned. Where that your ammo is.
Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
Okay, this guy was a combat medic in a war. I don't know what year it is. I'm gonna assume.
Shut that foolish mouth of yours. Never know McCullum to be wrong about anything.
I assume World War I.
But I've only been part of the guard 3 weeks.
Four types: melee, ranged, blood, shadow, orange, and red is high. Okay. Guy isn't resistant to blood or shadow.
All the more reason to shut it, Mr. Billy. If the man says a bloodsucker's dug in here, you've got one job, and that's to find it. And find it fast.
Fair enough, Tom. But why do they hide where it's so damn cold?
Alright, this is not a great position to be. Well, I have a good amount of blood. Can I?
Stop now! It's a leech! Kill it!
Ow.
Murdering bastard!
There we go. For gunner. Ooh, multiple.
Did you hear me?
No. Actually, what did you say?
Don't come closer.
Look, man, we can talk about it.
There's one of them. Watch yourself.
All right.
He's done for. Oh Christ!
You did it to yourself. Bye. I'm gonna be honest, as of right now, don't see a ton of use for the gun. Practices tactics. Rats are located near hideouts. Use please. Hey. No, I kind of don't want to. One? Yeah, okay. Ooh. Ooh, I think I have enough for new machete. Your weapon to a new level. Image. Also gain access to custom. Yeah, okay, so 5 actually. More than enough. It's just done. I'd rather have. Can't even up. No. The achievement. Work in. Of like enhanced damage. 5 over. No, we don't need using it. If I can spend any. Health, that nice. Blood, increase blood absorption. Damage infected. Inflicted. Increase your tell me I like to health. I think I'm gonna use it. Ooh, I can get the first two. Yeah. Much. Wow. Okay, well, hold on. What are these? What's tactical, ultimate, and science? Stamina. That could be. Now I think I'm just gonna stick with. Following night. Does sleeping actually affect like game stuff like that? So can it actually get to date? North dock. Okay. Where he said his boat was.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
Ooh. Ooh. Two-handed weapon. Two-handed weapons have a special ability. The scythe can be used to parry on an incoming attack, inflicting heavy stun damage. Um. 99 damage. Attack speed is low. A lot of stamina. It'll unequip my offhand. Or, okay, it'll unequip second off. Don't have. So I switch between. Okay. So why to parry?
This place reeks of bloodshed.
William, please stop. Just a sip, I promise. You are my dearest friend. You're my
This
last...
creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Uh-oh. Okay. Gotta remember to dodge. Ooh. A used bludgeon. You okay, buddy?
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost
Mr.
soul, a
Hampton. How do we
kindred
know Mr.
Sir,
Hampton?
Listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must
Whoa.
return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Oh, thank you.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by scowl?
You truly are a newborn.
Yeah.
I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Fair enough, but you could help a little.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders.
He just rolls on us.
Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me. This poor creature can't be my maker.
Okay, literally just a blood.
Could it be some subspecies of vampire?
Seems like there's...
I must find a place to analyze the blood.
It's similar to Fallout with the ghouls and feral ghouls. Get up there like sheep. Vampire than I. Alright, let's go. How do I get my health back? Right now it's halfway. They definitely taught me that, I just don't remember. Let's go, doctor. Where's the guy? The other guy.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back.
Okay.
But I will tell you, she values her privacy.
I mean, I've had a long night. I feel like I deserve
For London as peaceful
couple
as
answers.
she appears from the middle of the canal. If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Looks like we got a little bit of a fan.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
It is a little ironic.
That word again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice.
Absolutely.
But yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book.
This guy is
the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Incredibly nice and understanding about this entire situation. Basically learns I'm a vampire, but I'm also an esteemed doctor apparently. He gives me a job for it during nighttime. He's a good guy. Who wouldn't take him up on that offer? And he's even paying me. Like he won't be like, I know your secret, me keeping it is how I'm paying you. He's actually paying me.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Okay, she's clearly struggling. Let her get on with it.
Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Okay, I'm in control. Take me to a hospital. Fucking Fallout 76 in my district status is healthy. Good to know. What's wrong? Thing in his eyes?
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Mr. Hampton needs me right now.
Come on, you bastard! You can do better than that! Nah, it's my turn!
Okay. Got a little bit of a situation. What is happening? Oh.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, dry it all.
You want me to keep this guy? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Okay, well. checkup? He's healthy? He clearly looks unhealthy. Yeah, be more polite.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Okay. Blood quality indicates how much you will higher blood quality, the more XP. To drink the blood of your prey, first you need to mesmerize them. Lead them out of sight from others. Mesmerize level must be equal or higher than the citizen's resistance. LB. To mesmerize.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Where exactly? Massive XP. There will be consequences. More about citizens and collecting them will increase the experience gain. Oh fuck. I release. Hey.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this.
Yeah.
I will not take another life.
During your first meeting with him. Okay. Well, if that's my first meeting with him, he's nicer the second time around, then I'll continue to let him. If I see him again and he's still an asshole, it's not gonna look too good for him. I need to heal. I use my abilities, will that? Can't. Okay. Unless I'm just at max health.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
Okay, unknown voice. Leave me alone. I was offered a job by a nice man who understands my condition. I'm not gonna run around killing everyone. Ooh, who are you?
Good evening, sir.
So it is true.
Dr. Tippets.
The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before.
Ooh.
At the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippets, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his
Steve
research
Carell.
about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now.
Vampyr.
Eminent
Oh.
surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Oh my god, I can just mesmerize this guy. I can't. Okay, he's too strong.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
He knows a combat medic, so not really. People are more important, sure.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed.
Fucking Dorothy behind me just constantly complaining.
Just lacks hope.
Tell me about the staff.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
You clearly do have all night, Dorothy. You're still standing there. I understand you want to go in. You can go in and wait for me.
She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
New hint.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Dated.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Alright, well I got a hint. Ooh, maybe not. Okay, got a hint for his general person dialogue. Corcoran is convinced that Gwyneth Brannigan is overqualified. I'll be sure to let her know that. Alright, that's all I got for you.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Okay, Dorothy. Jesus
Doctor,
Christ.
Where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke
There you
spirit.
go.
I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring
She
him
was
back
so
immediately.
mean to me just then. I was like, hey, I was helping someone out. Oh, good.
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Second floor, name on the door. Name is Jonathan Reed.
Isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane.
Dorothy Crane.
Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
Yeah.
I would like to ask a few questions first.
How is Mr. Hampton? Yeah, because something apparently really bad was going on.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
I mean, he was kind of attacked by a vampire. Who is he? I mean, we kind of know him, but if you can give us any more info.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Fair enough, but...
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Okay, that's all.
Thank you,
for
Nurse
you.
Crane.
Can I get through this game only by killing hunters? That'd been pretty nice, because so far everyone I've met, and 99% of people I've met have been pretty nice.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt
Yikes.
introduction,
Yeah,
Mr.
okay,
Hooks.
guy.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed.
That was an
And if
incorrect
you ever
subtitle.
need a
That
better
old
gun,
habits die
remember, I
hard,
may
but
have
it read
something
as
for
all
you.
habits die hard. Ooh, we can trade. do we know about you? So really just learning about people is strictly to raise their blood quality. Your life in London. Oh my god.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful.
Okay.
We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
Occupation, ambulance
so what do you
driver.
do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Okay, Micro. How is this sanitary situation?
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
New investigation. Ooh. Smuggling weapons.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
Right. It's trade.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Okay. I can buy... Is that sell? Yeah. I can't... sell... Ooh, what is this? Built-in shotgun. I can buy parts for it. Kind of expensive though. 32, and I only have 54. Alright, well... Hold on. I see my... quests and stuff. Okay, yeah, I can. Vacuum. Okay. Oh, okay, and the head is telling me where. Can I cut through the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Cool. You? How many people can I talk to?
Good evening,
Ooh,
miss. I'm
yikes.
Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy.
She has gorgeous
You'll
eyes, I'll
never
give her
forget
that.
The night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Funny you say that. Elma, how are you? Is healthy. What does medical checkup do?
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reed. Blood is the only drug I need.
Okay. Your life in...
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard's syndrome?
I know I haven't.
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say?
Is that real?
Oh, sad, petty mortal.
Shut up.
You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Rare mental illness in which the affected person holds the delusional belief that they are already dead, do not exist, or are putrefying, or have lost their blood or internal organs. It is a real thing. Interesting. Are you a patient here?
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover to hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Do it.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
Every time you visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me, for I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal, but do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Wrong target. New investigation. Personal question. Hint required, hint required. Who are you?
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Okay, so that's all I can get out of her for now.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
And now I have another investigation. This one. You are...
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Ooh.
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
I'm fine. Just do something for this pain, will you? That's all I'm asking.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking
Poor
after
guy.
your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Ooh.
How close are you to Miss Horcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty.
I mean...
a normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you.
Okay, I was about to...
inside is all.
I was about to kill this guy if he wanted to die.
But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
Okay, he still has hope. Oh, that's nice.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of my blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
Ooh, is this... Hampton?
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without
good
men
old
like
Tom.
him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Horcroft.
I don't really want that one. Might as well exhaust all my options.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the dockers' trade union. The wet boot boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show. with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
That's...
What do you do for a living,
that's
Mr.
all.
Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks, and I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token.
He's
That's
surprised.
what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know.
And
we're not just bodies.
Reed's calling him out.
Converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually.
Right.
William drank so much of my blood in his madness.
BDB.
I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest, and then I can go back to the people who need me.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Okay.
The pain.
You're...
Here again.
Talk to or person in. Can I see my reflection? Kinda. Yeah. Rising. Oh, Croft. Soon.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Ooh, okay. Okay, find the lost bullet in the garden. Oh God. is here. In a photograph, a smiling and loving couple with a few words written on the back. Milton and Pippa forever. Pressing. Track that for now. Oops. This one. God, who is? She said the morgue garden or something. Ooh. Thomas, the guy with the... Did I just fall down? What is this? I'd like to find them. Influenza, breech cough, to work, don't for blood crowds that take bed and sent for it. I want to learn more about the persons. What's your fate? Learn more about it?
Good evening, Miss Howard.
Howcroft.
How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Ooh, tell me about Tom.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else?
Oh,
I'm not that
that's
cruel,
nice of
Doctor.
her.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Okay.
I have wasted too much energy for so little result.
This... Harriet. Harriet. Who is he? Who are you?
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor.
Pippa.
I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
Your life in patient. How's the staff going? How's the situation?
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and
This is like
patients.
1918.
We are running out of everything.
Which is the end of World War One, basically. World War One was 14 to 18. The grip is.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague.
The war's actually almost over.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse?
Worse than the Black Plague?
What if in the end, nobody was spared?
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
How long have you been a nurse?
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
Surprised.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
So this is, assuming the Spanish flu just started, this is like very early 1980. So the war's still going on for another, what was it, or something?
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is he so grumpy?
Why is Milton grumpy?
I got something he might like.
Basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Okay. I think that was... Okay, nothing for her. Can I check up on the doctors?
Do you need medical help yourself, nurse?
I'm fine, really. I just need to sleep.
Have anything for you? Milton, though. Some stuff.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Alright, I might as well hand Milton his... Okay. Who's this? Is Dorothy? No, that's... looks like Brannigan.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal
Ghosts?
than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
I mean, obviously the plague.
An invisible enemy. Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially for
Or the flu.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them.
What's she looking at?
Is there a problem I should
Not
know
really
about
me.
this?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippets. He should be a standard for us all here.
Okay, so they really like each other.
If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Why does Dr. Tippets claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have
Like
left
how
the
that's so
Pembroke
intense. Like he's
years
asking
ago.
just like
Dr.
a
Tippets
polite
does not
question.
think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're
But he's,
suggesting he's not taking
like,
my
exploding.
gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Alright, well, that's all.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Where the hell is Milton? There's Tippets. There's Milton.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet, with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference
No.
of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all.
Didn't say it was
Good.
okay.
Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded
Oh,
as you,
Pippa.
Dr.
Fucking
Reed.
Pippa, the nurse we just talked to. Yeah. Do I have any... Ooh? Yes.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
It's like so intense.
Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other.
I mean, yeah, just let him...
That's all that matters.
Let him live it out.
You do realize you could both get
Didn't mean to
fired.
pick that. That was more habit.
Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
You're right. I'll leave it alone. Anything to here? Oof. I mean, might as well.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here.
Fair.
This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
Yikes.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to
Don't
say.
like that at all.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
You're all good. Anything I can do for you?
Do you
buddy?
need any medical help, Milton?
I'm fine, Doc. Physically, at least. But I would give everything to be in a better place right now.
Ooh, almost complete. Completed him. Sounds weird when I say it like that.
Goodbye, Milton.
Alright, let's talk to Tippets. It was just around here, because I think I learned some new stuff.
Pembroke is still standing after this epidemic. There's good
Is
reason
this
to be
Brannigan again? Yeah. Anything new for you?
Good evening, Dr. Tippets.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Nope. You are exhausted.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls.
I mean, I admire that,
We are the
but
last rampart before chaos.
you're gonna die,
Once
dude.
more unto the breach.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that.
No. No, don't.
You don't have to blame her for her modesty.
I don't want to get mixed up in this.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Can I ask Pippa anything new? Who's that?
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man.
No.
If you want to
I
report me
don't.
for that, just feel free, Doctor.
Not going
I
to.
have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Fair enough.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
There's someone in here that I don't think I've seen before. Oh god, this place is huge. Who are you?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd.
Oh, like Dan.
Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansey's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Cunt is what I would call you.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansey has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Okay.
You are going to change your tone with me, my dear colleague, and very quickly.
I don't think so. Perhaps you think yourself protected by Dr. Swansea.
Okay, this might be the first guy I actually kill.
To you the way I want.
Since your tenure
Unless he
at
like
this hospital is longer
changes my mind, I think I might
Perhaps you
kill
can
this
tell me
guy.
more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness.
Then leave.
I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
It seems you have bad memories of your military military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Dude's an asshole. Oh my god, there's so many people. Where are you? Good lord, there's a lot of people. Oh my god, there's so many. Is this literally everyone in the game? Actually, it only looks like there's... Oh, 7 people.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you
Mortimer.
check me, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession.
Nice.
I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not
Was it
accustomed
Ackroyd?
to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude,
Fair.
for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
Dubious.
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Whoa. Wait.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the
Okay,
urgency
Pippa,
of the
we need to
situation.
talk.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
No, and it won't be tolerated in this one.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Okay, kid. What do you need?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Neck.
Can I help at all?
No.
Really?
No.
Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer.
Mortimer.
Know that.
Mortimer Goswick.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
No, give them medicine. Don't be an asshole. I can't. I can't.
I will see you later. How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Sorry.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some
Okay, there we
paper and a
go.
pen?
Not really.
Oh, never mind.
Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me.
She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed.
Oh, don't worry.
It's my mother.
I'm going to have a long talk with Pippa about the bullshit she pulled.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
She has no idea what I'm capable of. Actually,
tell me about yourself.
Show her what I'm capable of.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Fair enough. I'll leave you alone now.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir.
Hey.
Doctor.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Oh, I can't do it, damn it.
Goodbye.
I was gonna mesmerize her and bring her out of the room. Okay, who else is in here? You.
What can I do for you,
Oh, that's
Doctor?
Dorothy.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
What can I do for you? Thank you. You are...
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
I'm all right. Considering the state of this place, I should consider myself lucky, I guess.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it.
I need to remember I need to talk to
Are you
fucking
sure you don't want
Pippa
to operate
for
yourself,
this.
Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want
Strickland.
the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
My sweet girl. Reads me like a book. I never could keep anything from her.
Is this Pippa?
Good evening, Nurse
Yes.
Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Alright, I got some shit to talk to you. Got some shit to talk to you about, never mind. Why can't I talk to her about? Her with treatment for fatigue. Okay, I still need to figure out how to. I would like to help her.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
time has lost its effect on me, but the suffering continues.
Oh, actually, I remember seeing something. Move it. Yeah, right here. Okay. Wait. Wait. What the fuck happened?
As for me, it's locked.
Why is... What the fuck?
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
What the hell happened? Why was the door locked?
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
You, woman.
Good evening, Mr.
Damn
Goswick.
it.
How are you?
I'm okay.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna find the last few people I need to meet. You are Bactroid. Fuck you.
As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Man, this place is huge.
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Ooh. Who's this from? Lucy Paul. Okay, so this is Pippa's family. That's a quest item. Why didn't I give this...
Oh, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item.
Yeah, you knew that.
Those two have hidden their affections well.
What? You knew that. Where is
I
she?
wonder what your last thoughts would be, sir.
I'll head upstairs now. Where's my room? That's Swansea. Is no clue. Just take that. E. Elwood, Thomas Elwood. 28 lessons. New hint over. Thomas feels responsible. Thomas. Ooh, almost there. That's Tippett, Strickland, and Ackroyd. Ooh, that's me. Not yet. I want to meet everyone before I continue. Like 3 more people, I think. up this way? No. I think that's everyone then. Everyone that I can find.
Fear and disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
With you at our side, Dr. Reed, I know that...
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Pepper, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful.
No.
I want more. I want to make things change.
You should be proud of what you've achieved. This hospital represents hope for many people in need of help.
Maybe you're right. But at the moment, I feel like we're just a cemetery waiting room.
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
And what about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
If you feel that saving lives is not useful enough, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger. Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Okay, anything new with you?
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed.
Oh, this is okay. That's Strickland.
Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Finally.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded.
I agree, we should get rid of him.
Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Oof.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed.
Oh, thank you.
I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired
Man,
me.
this guy's a big fan.
I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
Real big fan. Yeah, I'll be glad.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test.
Dude's very...
a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
I don't know.
Questions remain
Jittery.
about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True, true. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time. Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed.
Good.
Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack
Well,
of
I think the primary should be trying to
You must
save
know
the
that a good
patient.
surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Aykroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking
Okay,
care
Aykroyd,
of human beings with desires.
depending on
hopes, and
his
fears.
mesmerization level or whatever,
Some biological machine comprised of
I
blood,
think I'm gonna
bones,
kill
and
him.
flesh.
Everyone seems to have a problem with him, so...
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Okay, interesting. Need to talk to
Goodbye, Dr.
Aykroyd. They probably have some stuff for it.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
You look like a real piece of shit.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr.
Waverly,
Strickland's
nice name,
enthusiasm for his
loser.
experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Kinda doubt that he's a real piece of shit.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
If you are going to lead this surgery, I'm trusting you to assume the consequences of your actions, whatever the result.
I'm not the kind of man who runs away from his responsibilities, Dr. Reed. There is no need for you to be looking over my shoulder.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Then Harvey. Ask him why he was...
Blaming me will not further your agenda, sir. How long's it going to take to fix me properly? A month? A year? You have the right to disapprove of our methods, and you will kindly apologize when you're feeling better.
Yikes.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Oh.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
New. I know of some people to meet, but I have no clue where they are. These three. Ooh, a lot of people. The docks. Ooh, I completed this person. Missing a ton of hints. I don't know if I'll get those over time or I just need to talk more.
My blood and soul.
Alright.
They belong to you now.
I feel like I've been searching long enough. I might as well just go to my office. Sorry, this has been a very talk-intensive episode. I mean, beginning of the game, a lot of people to talk to. But now that I got a lot of talking out of the way, hopefully, shouldn't be as much. This is me.
This must be the place.
Holy
it's
shit.
Definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
This is a great place. I was literally hired today.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Is that?
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Is that a reference to Life is Strange? Okay, I can't make that one yet. Ooh.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Alright, we got a decent amount of XP for talking all those. Health is good for. Can I upgrade? 220 damage. I might take this. Ooh, 1,000. How much to upgrade the blood speed? And defense. You will block your target's blood in their veins, making them defenseless. Shield. 100% damage for a bite. I mean, given a bite doesn't do much damage. Increase. And blood capacity, blood absorption. You like biting? I think I'm gonna get first level of this. Claws. Can't do that. Ooh, tactical. Perform a supernatural move to your target and cause damage upon land. Does 20 shadow damage. Shadow Veil. Okay, so that's for sneaking and stuff. And there's science over here. You can carry 3 arms on. Bullets you carry. I really haven't been using. Could increase my. Could be cool. Jump forward, then like quick stab. I'm gonna use that one. And get one more. Life read. I could just keep increasing my health, honestly. Or no, I can't. Stamina. Let's go with base. Alright, that's good. following night.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Okay, well that was chapter 1. A lot of talking. I think I'm gonna end the stream there for now. I should be back tomorrow. Although there's things coming out that I want to play, especially today. Borderlands Remaster comes out Wednesday. But my Game Pass trial ends on the 13th. This is Game Pass, so is Arkham City. So I need to sort of figure some things out. But I do want to continue this. This is a lot of fun. I really like it. Anyway, again, sorry, this was mostly just dialogue, this part. But hopefully, since I've talked to everyone now, there will be less dialogue. Be more gameplay, fighting and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it for part 1. Hopefully it's saved. Sure, it saved when I slept. But anyway, this was Vampyr. I'll be playing this definitely again. Yeah, till then, peace out.